Welcome to Poetic Bella's Poetry. It's Poetic Bella, and I'm back with another lit poem or whatever. Because you know it's whatever's clever. So to speak. So, happy Friday. Happy Friday. As I probably mentioned before, I'm not sure if I have, but if I have a disclaimer, I am not going to have topics right now. Like, I'm just starting to figure some things out, get my feet a little wet with this, with this type of interface. And I'm just trying to navigate through it. Because I'm a newbie here, Rookie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. Well, I'm not kidding, but I am being silly. You get the point. Anywho. So, yeah. I'm not organized just yet. I haven't figured out how I want to do it, and I don't have all my equipment and such yet, so I'm waiting on that. So right now I'm just daffling darling. I probably just made up my own word. Yeah, I'm gonna read a few random poems here and there. Honestly, sometimes that's the best way, because when you're stuck to a script, it's like, you can express your full rawness, but it seems more personal when you're a little off, off the page a bit, because it's yourself, like your real self, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Or I'm just rambling over here. And, well, that happened to be a con, right? That does happen to be a con, right? Yeah, about that. I'm just kidding. I'm a little crazy. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Oh, I love this one. This is called Still. Oh my gosh. A rigid windowsill, left broken of its frame, still, with an imprinted fist, my glass no longer whole, still punched of its value, seem left unsealed, still. Many people, in poem, many people, many different minds can tweak the perspective as they wish to. Someone may think of it as, a message about domestic violence. Some may think of it as a reminder that they're stuck in their own body, and it feels like I'm left in this frame, and it feels very foreign, like it's not my frame, and etc. You can take it how you will. Anywho, going to the next poem. Ooh. More than the exterior. Here we go. There will always be more to me than what your wrathful lust sees. Further beyond my exterior is the home of planted mustard seeds, and which have metamorphosized insides of pure extracts of my soul's estate. Intrigue me of mind first. The body fiestas of the physical realm can wait. Capsized or not, my anatomy isn't up for grabs or down for the take. My oven is not open. I'm sorry, I got interrupted. My oven is not open for the interruption of meaningless discussions. Sorry, no wake and bake. No stranger spirit boards abroad to rock this boat or swim upstream into this lake. 2. A mental dive with rules unfollowed will be your lasting, unimpressionable mistake. Yeah, oh, and poem. I always forget to do that. This is a celibacy edition. I wrote this for a friend, actually, because they were into that phase of being celibate and not wanting to have another meaningless discussion after meaningless discussion after meaningless discussion. You know, with someone, obviously if it's meaningless, it's people who use their bodies just to pass time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be another meaningless session. I want it to actually mean something, so I want to wait mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? Like, I totally understand that. I mean, some people do it for specific reasoning as far as religious purposes, but some people do it all the way around the board. It could be religious, it could be personal, etc. However you want to spin that, I get it. I totally do. Okay, what else? Ooh. I remember this. This one doesn't have a title to it, but I'll read it anyway. It's really short. It's a brevity. Obviously, because it's really short. Many minds have disengaged themselves from the challenge of me to easily contend an endless race with thoughtless opponents in which halted their growth and bone. You can kind of understand that one, huh? Well, basically, my mind works in a different way, I like to say. And, of course, people of my past, you know the phrase, what's the phrase? She's always the one that got away. Or rather, being the love of someone's life and they take you for granted because they weren't ready yet for what you had to offer. That's another thing. Yeah. Some people just want you to be easy and yielding to them upon first meeting them. That's not how that works. No. And some people don't appreciate when you have a mind of your own. They just want you to do what they want you to do with them, for them, and forget about what you have going on mentally and all the other leads. Like, come on, really? That's why... Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I start to get into it a little further, but that's okay. Easy mind. Anywho, carrying on. I should read an old one. An old one, yes. Okay, I found one. I think, honestly, this one kind of ties in to the previous one I read, and maybe the other one. I don't have a title for it, but I'm going to go ahead and read it now. It's such a great misfortune to have a muse and a vice be of the same entity. Because just as it brings you to the highest high, too, it could bring you to the lowest low. In poem. Yeah, that's very true. Very true in many aspects. And that sucks because it's like that's just like the highest pleasure you can ever reach and pain at the same time. It's oxymoronic, firstly. I believe it's inevitable because its properties of opposite is mind-numbing. And you don't understand. You don't understand it. Like, what? That's like having a love-hate relationship with someone. Love-hate. I mean, I know that they're not opposites, but in your mind, you think they're opposites as it happens. Quite honestly, the opposite is indifferent, but that's wild. That is wild. That is wild. Listen to this. There's a hidden place where the heart's memorabilia gets properly stored, where calloused scars and bruised emotions are shown as the non-refundable receipts for and of love's by, where broken wings stop propelling from flying as high and injured palms stop throwing into the mitter's glove as often, where the ink is as dry as the desert land, and the home of the brave breaks in even of its courage, where there's no more sorries left to give out and even fewer to take in, because when nothing is left of nothing, there is no road left to yield from. Right? Right. End poem. Yeah, I think that'll be it. I think that's all I'll read for today. I mean, this is a mini episode. I'm just getting my feet wet, as I stated, previously stated. Alright, later guys and gals.